Hey guys, welcome back to the 20-some Tings.
Yo, I know that's right. Hold on.
She ain't hit the...
I was so taken back by how ready you were for the pod.
Yeah.
I'm with the energy.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta tap in.
Period.
Mm-hmm. Wait, that kind of revived me a little.
That's what I said. I said lights, camera, action. Period.
Yes, welcome everyone back to the podcast. Taylor, per the last pod, said we shouldn't introduce ourselves anymore.
Hey everyone, this is Miriam.
Exactly. This is Bria, the baddest, the boldest, the bravest. You already know what it is.
Hey guys, it's Abigail, Abby. Sorry, Taylor. Meh.
Yeah.
But yes, we're here with the girls. How are y'all doing?
I'm doing well. I am. I had a really wholesome day today. You know, woke up early, studied a little bit for my certification.
Come on, certification.
I went to the gym. I got a massage.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't tell y'all. Yeah. She's like a little mom and pop type situation.
Ooh.
Super cheap, $50. And she even gave me like a facial.
Oh.
I was so surprised. She told me to like turn over and I did. My eyes were closed and then she started
feeling things on your face.
massaging. And then she put a sheet mask. And then while that was like setting in, she was like massaging.
Oh my gosh.
She's really cute.
Drop the link.
No, she's like 2 minutes away from me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, shout out Hera.
Oh my gosh.
Sarah.
Well deserved.
Thank you. Now I'm with the girls.
She's a working woman.
Period.
Yes. So very wholesome day. How was your day?
It was good. I have just been trying to recuperate. Like I've been taking the holiday that it is, easing into work. So it's been a transition, but today was fun. I did some chores. I put away all my laundry that has been staring at me for over a week now. Put it away. Oh my!
You literally did what I was thinking. I felt like I thought it and you did the action
Because
and it was going off in my head too. I did all my laundry. There's just been some chores and things that I've been meaning to do, but now like I tried a whole bunch of stuff in my closet. I'm trying to shop my closet to help me from not shopping outwardly. I'm just like, there are things in my closet I haven't touched in a while, haven't built out outfits. Like let's get re-inspired. So I shopped in my closet today, and I played dress up for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours.
Gosh, let's normalize doing things like that.
Period.
Yes.
Release that inner child. Play dress up. Do your thing, babe. So yeah, I did that, and now the girls are here.
Aww.
Wonderful.
How was your day, Abby?
It was good. Don't have much to add.
Beautiful.
Sometimes you don't have much to say.
And that's okay.
But it was wonderful.
Yay.
We thank God for life.
Yes.
Period.
Yes. So today, I guess we're going to get right. Okay. Today.
Yeah, let's get right into it. Come with the energy.
The ladies don't necessarily know what we're going to talk about, but so I will be leading. What's the word? Facilitating
yes,
the conversation for this evening, morning, afternoon, whenever you listen to this. So, ladies, I would just like to start off simple.
Yes.
Bria,
Yes.
look at Miriam.
Oh my God. I'm looking
I really
at her.
didn't know what we were doing today.
No,
Okay.
Yeah, they don't know.
I didn't know we was looking at each other.
So just prepare for any of the things that may come after.
We look good though today.
Oh, y'all.
Y'all see.
Just a. You know what? Let me say it so it holds everybody accountable. I'm going to say it here.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, look worried. Guys, I've been begging on my knees for visuals. And look, we'll come with them so you can see what you've been asking for. These beautiful faces. Miriam looks so good.
Thank you.
So wonderful,
Facts.
so chocolatey. Bria, the curls are curling. The outfit is outfitting. Me, I look wonderful. So I'm just saying it here. I won't cut it out. I'm looking at them in the eyes.
The visuals are coming. It's cool.
But yeah, back to what I was originally doing.
Yeah.
Bria, look at Miriam. Miriam, look at Bria.
Yes.
Bria, who is Miriam to you?
Oh my God. What? We're doing this?
Yeah, I wasn't prepared.
Yeah. I already forewarned everybody, just prepare for whatever may come after because they don't know what's going on.
Dang. Okay. Mare to me is one of my best friends. Somebody I consider like a rock for me, a gentle soul, a kind soul. Somebody I look to model grace. Aww. Yeah, grace and just care, genuine care. That's who she is to me. I mean, my line sister turned friend, turned sister. Period.
This is why we need visuals. What is this?
I really love her.
Thank you.
That's who she is to me. Please stop.
Wait.
Yeah,
thank you.
Miriam.
You're welcome.
Who is Bria to you?
Wow.
Not too much.
We're locked in.
Yeah. You already know what it is, bro.
I feel like Bria really just dropped into my life.
Literally.
Seemingly out of nowhere. I know we went to tech together and we graduated at the same time. However, it wasn't until senior year that we actually became, close, but it was post-graduation we became a lot closer. And I feel like Bria is like the kind of person who I know there's no judgment. I know I can really just spill anything. And she is just an ear who will listen.
Period.
And she always makes me laugh. She makes me cry.
Oh.
She's just like such a genuine person. And I feel like I'm so lucky to be able to see like the different sides of her. I feel like in front of other people, she's like, the more outgoing one and she's always like, down for a good time. But when you actually like, see beneath the layers, there's so much more. And I'm just like so grateful that I'm able to even witness that.
Yes.
So
Thanks. No, she has depth.
she does. She does.
Thanks. Thank you.
And she gives great advice as well.
Oh my! Stop! It's making me blush. Thanks. So we're just giving each other compliments. I love this.
I kind of like this, yeah.
Miriam, who you are to me.
Oh, God.
Miriam is just, she's so crucial to my life. She's just so, her spirit is just everything I want and more in a friend, in the sense of how patient she is, how balanced she is in her advice. We know as women we have issues with one another, within friendship, within sisterhood, and she just always gives balanced advice.
Period.
And she's just so kind, so gentle, and I just describe her as a very crucial part of my life.
Aw, thank you, Abigail.
I agree.
You're welcome. Bria to me.
Oh my God.
Yo.
Stop. I'm gonna cry.
Bria to me is just such a light, like a bright light that can't really be missed.
She's like a shooting star.
A shooting star. She's so funny. It's just so funny because same thing with Miriam, like Bria, I don't think I would, only God knows if we ever would have been friends, and especially to this level, if it wasn't for, certain things that we ended up doing together. But I saw her and I was like, wow. Like I saw her and she didn't even know me at this point, but this is when she was running for homecoming.
Oh, yeah.
And she was doing the juju on that video.
Lord, I just saw that video. Oh my gosh.
Like she was an icon and I didn't even know her.
Low key.
And
I voted for her. I didn't know her. I voted for her
too. I didn't even know her, but like she
Thanks,
was just so like no bad, I hate the word vibes these days, but like no bad energy. She was just so lively and so like friendly. And she's like, quote unquote, like the popular girl, but like she would seem like the popular girl that, you're afraid to talk to, but she's just so, oh my gosh, girl, hi, how are you? Da, da, da.
That's crazy to me.
But yeah, she's a light and she's just so kind to other people, that especially people she doesn't know. She's very uplifting to like a stranger on the street, and she's an advocate for women.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm weak.
I'm glad you said it because I've been dying to talk about it. I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah, she's a girl's girl.
Well, Abby,
Facts.
who you are to me, I truly feel like you're like my twin flame.
What is that? Y'all, I don't know about all that.
We're so in sync
Oh.
in so many different ways. And I feel like you it's like whatever I'm thinking, you say it. Whatever you're thinking, I'm saying it. And you're like the yang to my yin to my yang.
That's what I'm talking
Wow, that's
about.
beautiful.
She
You
said y'all
have
locked
such a moral
in.
compass, and you yourself are a light.
Oh, thank
Like
you.
you really are what connects all of us. I
Yes.
feel like
It's
you
nothing
are
but
like
the
this.
Lord, y'all. You know I'm gonna give. Hey,
No, you are kind. You are gentle. You give sound advice as well.
Yes.
No judgment. I feel like even if you are like steady in your path, I feel like you are still like very open-minded and non-judgmental. And I'm very grateful to have you in my life. I can't believe like the way the stars aligned. I don't know. Like I'm thankful to God that you are here in my life. I know I can call you at any point and be like, please give me some words of confidence. And you would just have the exact words that I needed to be able to continue.
thanks, Mayor.
I couldn't have said it better myself. A true guiding light for us all.
Oh,
At least what I've been able to experience. Abby, I adore your mind. I adore your spirit. I adore your relationship with God. It is something that is refreshing, sobering, like inspirational. I love how you give to other people. I could go on and on. Don't make me cry.
Your selflessness.
Yes, like dang, like model behavior. Like, how can I be a better person? How can I be more like Abby?
What would Abby do?
child.
Be Abby like like
Hashtag what would she do?
what would she do? So you're just such a good friend. Such a good friend.
Oh, thank you.
Such a good person. I'm lucky to call you a friend. Period.
Yo, Bria.
I love love. I'm mad I
love
missed
love.
the love episode because
yeah.
I'm a lover girl.
She's a lover girl, certified lover girl.
So we can keep it going. We're gonna love in this episode.
We
too. Like,
are. I just wanted to keep it going in the season of love. And thank you, ladies. Everything I am, like I said, is because of God. So thank you.
I know that's right.
Yeah. So all of this came because, just going to be honest, there have been a lot of sudden passings of people who have been wonderful people. There was a Ghanaian soccer player who passed they just found his body in the earthquake in Turkey. And he did a lot of work. He was giving food to people who didn't have it. He was serving thousands of people, hundreds of people. Sorry, y'all, if I don't know the correct figures, but he was a light to his community and he was being selfless. And it's just like, he passed. But, per my faith, the Christian faith, I know that, he was being a servant of God. So he's gonna, but yeah, I just, through a series of events that I've been, that I've seen or I've experienced, I just wanted to think and talk about the meaning of life and what we wanted to be known as to our communities, to our friends, and to our family, and just encourage people to really not be afraid to be judged by other people for not doing the quote-unquote normal fun things. Like, me personally, and again, this is not a judgmental comment, but I don't find fulfillment in going to the club. I don't find fulfillment in getting drunk. I'm an imperfect human being, so have I done those things? Sure. But I've really come to realize that the point of life isn't just self-indulgence. It's really just serving other people. Just wanted to talk about what it means to pour into the people around you and the community. I know this sounds similar to what we talked about, but I don't care. I don't care what you think. Okay.
This is life.
This is life, and this is important. And I just feel like Christ has put a burden on my heart to really tell people to step into the person that God has called you to be and serve other people, because time is not infinite. It can really end. One of my the people I knew from high school, he passed away from a heart attack at 26.
Wow.
So
I'm sorry, Abby.
that's okay. I'm shout out to, his squad, you know, really lifting y'all up in this time. But yeah, like I just wanted to talk and really encourage people to like not care if you're not doing what everybody else is doing, as long as you are serving other people and loving others as yourself and loving God. If that's like your, you know, serve other people. That's just the whole thing that I'm really trying to encourage people to do.
I heard
In the way that you feel like you're called to do. It does not have to look like what everybody else is doing. So, yeah, any thoughts?
Abigail, I'm stressed.
Not just stressed.
Not stressed, but way to give the context that's needed. I am not happy to say, but maybe happy to say that through my own personal experiences, it has led me to a very, very similar mindset in like these present time. I have just been going through a season of like kind of shedding old habits and old energies, and behaviors that like just genuinely just don't serve me anymore. And I had some really good momentum and goals from 2022 that have rolled over into this new year as we keep it going. But it has been a process of like shedding my old self. And sometimes I feel like these feelings of like low-key like grief, like of like kind of grieving my old self or old things that I found comfort in and stuff like that. So I've been in a really vulnerable, uncomfortable, but I know in a space of growth.
Yeah.
Like, so that's really interesting that you say that, because I feel like while it might be personally uncomfortable in this season, there are literally people counting on me in this lifetime, in the next lifetime, like the work that I do or whatever, not to just pinpoint the work that I do, but if I'm doing something that can inspire somebody else, to inspire the next person to think some type of way and start some kind of chain reaction, I feel like I that's like my responsibility to be able to do. And so I can't function in that space to be able to do what I need to do and kind of like get closer to who I am and who I'm being called to be if I'm wrapped up in like old habits and old patterns. So like that's where I'm at in it all. And I don't know. Shout out to all the Black people who are listening, because it's Black History Month. Generationally and like as a community, I hope that I am doing my part of being able to inspire this current generation, because there's so much. Now that I think and reflect on my life and who's come before me, there's so much work that has been done for me to even be here and be going through what I'm going through and sorting out my feelings and what I want to do with my life, that I have to put in the work for the next generation to do so as well. So I'm just trying to pay it forward. I'm trying to get my stuff together so I can pay it forward, because it has been done for me. Shout out to all the Black people who have been listening to the pod, those who have our our ancestors and our future generations. I'm sorry, it's Black History Month, so I had to shout them out.
Shout out.
I'm rooting for everybody Black. I know that was all over the place, but that's what I'm going through. It's what I'm going through.
Yes.
I'm trying to get myself together because there are people counting on me.
Thank you for sharing. Yes.
Period, boo.
Wow. I feel like there's like lots to be said about this topic in general.
It's too much.
And
Say it.
So I can see how it's easy to be like all over the place.
Yes.
Because that's kind of like how I'm feeling too. But I feel like in my current state of life, I'm realizing obviously like life is a test. And to, again, like what Abby was saying, like be of service to others. And I think when it comes to like capitalism and everything that's been going on in the world and how it's been, I feel like a lot of negative things have been is always like attacking us on social media. Like right when you open the app, there's just something that's just like very daunting. It makes me realize like the importance of, I don't know, being present, and also like recognizing that nothing is guaranteed, just like human life isn't guaranteed. And I think just every day taking a moment to, whether it be like meditate or pray, just being like very present and conscious of I don't know, just your, like how you're going about like your day, or what your actions can, like what it can lead towards, like whether it could be something positive or negative. Exactly. I think, like, I work in the hospital, so I see death quite a lot. And something that I always try to remind myself is, first of all, like preordainment. And it was just written, like this is just how it was written. If someone were to pass, this is just like, it was already written. This is how God intended it to be. So who am I to question like his plan, basically? And to be of service to others, and hope that the way that I'm acting can inspire other people to act in a positive way. I'm just hoping that like by me being myself and being present and trying to be like the best version of myself, hopefully people will be inspired by that. And I hope that I'm known for my kind actions, and just trying to be purposefully, like trying to do like the right things, just trying to be very conscious of my actions. Obviously I'm not perfect, but I hope I inspire, I hope like even my future self, I hope I just continue to get better and better. And yeah, it's very hard out here. I'm praying for everyone's mental being.
For real.
And just remember, I said this in like a previous podcast, but if God got you yesterday, he'll get you tomorrow. So just
Period.
That almost made me cry the
Yeah.
last time.
Yeah. It's very hard out here. I'm praying for everyone's families, everyone's loved ones. My mom too, her sister passed away, so I'm praying for, just like everyone's like mental being, and just remembering that some things you can't change. So it's kind of like, what are you going to do with that information?
Yeah. And as you've heard from us too, you do inspire us, girls. So
Thank you.
you do. Y'all should have seen Miriam's face when she said thank you. I'm weak. She said,
You do.
Thank you.
You do.
Thank you. One more thing that I wanted to say.
Yes.
What I wanted to bring up about like the capitalism thing. I think also recognizing that material things isn't what's going to make you happy, and just recognizing that.
Sorry. I had to. I had to.
I feel like people are always striving for like the next goal, and once they accomplish that goal, they want something else, and like the next salary, the next house, the new car, the new bag, whatever. I'm guilty of that too. Of course, like I like nice things, but remembering like what is the actual source of your happiness. It's, for me, family, communion, prayer, like being present. I feel like those are things that are fulfilling, not like the materialistic stuff. And I feel like everyone knows that, but I think you just got to remember consciously, like, and be, whenever you do feel that, like, that joyfulness, remember what you were doing in that moment and continue to do so.
Yeah, Miriam, that was perfect. I'm glad you remembered that, because that's an aspect that I wanted to bring up in this conversation.
Yes.
Because, well, two things that you said. One, people are really suffering. Like, it doesn't matter what it looks like on the outside. People are really suffering. And so one thing I like that Miriam said is think about your actions. Like, it is that deep. The new phrase is not, like, it's not a new phrase, but people love to say it's not that deep. It is that deep. Like, if someone does cut you off in traffic, you don't know what may have happened. You have a right to be upset, but engaging and like cultivating more hate is not. I really want to encourage people to think about how they're moving in the world.
And was it really like someone just cut you off, or was there's something
yeah, exactly,
underlying that's going on?
Exactly. Like, we don't know what people are going through, and like, it's very easy to, it doesn't serve me, child. It's very easy to just look to yourself. And now, guys, if you've listened to anything before this podcast, you would know that I mean, like, things that are like, I'm just talking about being selfless and not in a detrimental way. Like, if you know us by this point, that should be a given. Like, I'm not saying don't have boundaries. I'm not saying any of that stuff. Have your boundaries. What I am saying is move different in this world, in the sense of take into consideration other people's potential perspectives, life circumstances when you are going to curse someone out, when you are going to cut someone off in traffic,
Not cuss them out.
when you are about to get in a fight because old girl pushed you in the line. Did they violate? Maybe. Is it worth it to create and cultivate more hate? I'm telling you no. So I'm one person. I'm just doing what the Lord called me to do, which is to share the fact that people are suffering. And to go off of Miriam's other point, the material things, like no one's saying that we don't like these things. That's not what we're about to say. Have a poverty mindset. No. I've heard it said that like your ceiling will become your next floor. And if you don't learn how to embrace what you have and be content, you're never going to be satisfied. For me, I learned to put my joy and my happiness, it used to be in other people, pleasing other people. That's your quickest way to depression, overthinking yourself and deviating more and more from who God called you to be. But for me personally, I put my foundation in Christ. I put my foundation in God. And that, for me, is never moving. So that's how I learned how to embrace myself, discover my own identity. And for me, the principles that I have is to love is patient, love is kind. These are principles in the Bible. And so I try to, I've learned to like regulate my emotions in the sense of why do I feel this way instead of letting it direct how I interact with other people. So thank you, Miriam, for bringing that point up, because I really feel like people need to learn how to be content and also reflect on how their actions impact other people.
Absolutely. I feel like it's so hard for people in general to like do that now. People are so wrapped up in like social media and like keeping up with the Joneses and what other people are doing. It's so easy to like lose yourself in what you're taking in and consuming media wise, and just who you surround yourself with and the behaviors and like patterns of how you gather with others. Like it is so easy to like lose yourself in all of that, especially as you're young. But as we like enter in like this, we mature and enter in this like new phase of like womanhood and all that stuff, like these lessons and relationships are becoming so clear now, and what is not authentic to us or what doesn't resonate becomes so much clearer. And you're like always in this state, or there are a lot of people who are like always in this state of like unrest and like the state of like maybe like confusion, or so they can tell something isn't right but don't know what it is because we have normalized like, just, how do I put it? We've normalized like,
Is it numbing or?
Maybe so. I have to think about how to phrase this.
While you're thinking it over.
I wanted to mention like the importance of like preparing yourself for like the world. Like when you step out of your front door, basically, I feel like I've recognized like that how like a difference in my day when I'm able to like prepare and like pray and meditate, deep breathing, whatever I need to do to make sure that my cup is full before I like am interacting with others or things are demanded of me. I feel like I really need that time to like kind of like prepare myself and center myself.
Yeah.
So I think that's something too, because I feel like there's like a lot of restlessness, and some people, it's getting harder and harder, especially like Gen Zs and younger, to be able to be in silence without any stimulation. So even like me, like TikTok, and just keep on scrolling and feeling like I have my attention span is getting worse and worse. Being able to like turn all of that off and just sit in silence, and how rejuvenating it is for the mind. I reckon, that's been a game changer for me. I don't know if it has anything to do with. Well,
No,
it does, right? I'm like, this is
Yes. No, and that is
healing
honestly the game changer again in my moving forward and developing new habits and coming to know myself better, because you were talking about how we're in an age where social media, like I have to leave. I'm sorry, but
No,
Do you want to finish? Like, please, please.
Yeah. I just, okay. Yeah. I feel like with social media and how people interact with it, a lot of people are focused on fabricating a persona versus like actually living your life. And like we're desensitized to feelings and empathy and authenticity and confidence and faith and love. All that stuff you're so desensitized to it because social media is just a breeding ground for comparison, for y'all seen the Shade Room comments, just filth.
Oh my gosh.
Just It's just a breeding grounds for people not to really embrace who they really are.
Yes.
And there's no sense of mindfulness or rest or like content. There's no way that those two can coexist with the state of how social media is now. And so one thing that has helped me is I have had to unplug.
Yeah.
And it's so hard because like I'm at a state, like there's a lot of transition. So like my mind feels all jumbled up and you can probably feel that. But rest is just like the hugest thing for me now. It's just unplugging and resting my brain. Mm-hmm. That is it. Or that's the phase that I'm in right now. Because there's a whole lot of, it's just a whole lot of stuff. It's a whole lot of stuff. And every time I dip myself back into social media, I'm reminded of like, it just doesn't make me feel good. Yeah. I'm not gathered with people I want to gather with. I'm not sharing thoughts that I want to share with other people. Like, that's where I was getting at with that one.
Exactly. That was so perfect. Like, you don't understand. That's exactly what I was trying to. That's like the point of this. People are so engulfed in being something else. And this is so cliche. Be yourself. Yeah, be yourself. Like that. They're deviating from like, I could just use myself as an example. Like in undergrad, this is going to be just real vulnerable, whatever. My purpose right now is to help whoever needs to do that. Helped. Growing up, me and Bria talked about this in the colorism episode, missed you, Mare. But like dark-skinned, smaller, more petite, I was not chosen. We could just put it that way. Cool. So just growing up not being like valued in the eyes of the world, I tried to adapt to how other people, like how I saw other people getting fans or getting, not fans, but you know what I mean, getting like praise or whatever. And also I like idolized the fact that I was smart as well, because it seemed like that was the only thing that helped me in life. So in undergrad, I'm just adapting to other people, just being a chameleon, because that would get me accepted pretty much. That led me into depression. That led me further and further from who God had called me to be. So pulling in what Miriam said about silence, when I moved to the middle of nowhere, Indiana, God uses all things, guys, for your betterment. Moved to the middle of nowhere, Indiana, by myself, didn't know anyone. I had silence, and I wanted so bad to be around Bria and Miriam and all the girlies that lived in Virginia. But there's a reason why I was in Indiana. I had to shed all of the falsehoods and discover and listen to the voice of God and figure out who I'm actually called to be. So I had to shed and break and figure out why I was engaging in bad habits, bad relationships, bad whatever, like using things to numb, whatever the case may be. Had to shed all of those falsehoods and shed all of the bad narratives that I was taught based on what society wanted in order to fully tap into who I was called to be. And then as time went on, as we healed, shed, it was very difficult. And I think that's why a lot of people would rather default to social media and just engaging in the falsities, because the process in shedding the falsehood and becoming who you're called to be is very painful, and you have to face and lonely, and you have to face a lot of things, that traumas, whatever the case may be, that you didn't want to face before. But on the other side of things, the people that you see or have seen Black History Month, Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, whoever, Mary Bethune, like these individuals, didn't have an easy road to be known as people who they had to basically sacrifice themselves, is what I'm getting at, for the betterment of other people. And so what you said is perfect, because that's exactly what I was trying to get at. Like, chasing who you're called to be and being selfless is not for the faint of heart. It's a very difficult thing. It's a very difficult thing. So,
Abby, thank you for sharing. I'm dead.
I know you're serious. Sorry,
I'm dead.
but
You know I'm serious. Thank you for sharing. Because it's hard out here.
Yeah.
And if you're not careful, whatever situations you're in, whether it be, we already know what social media can do, whatever situation, a new job, like the pressures of like your workplace, friendships, social circles, it is a lot to bear if you are not prepared. If you're not prepared with that foundation of like who you are, it's hard coming from, we got some years on us. Okay?
It comes with age, I think.
It comes, for sure comes with age, because there's no way I would even understand a look of what we're talking about at 22. Like getting out of college, I was a mess. When I was 22, I remember there was like an older woman. She was talking to me. She was like, when I was 22, I was a mess. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, damn. In some way, I'm like, I know compared to the wisdom I'll have later, like I'm a mess right now. And I'm like, how? And looking back 6 years later, I had a lot to learn, a lot of learning to do.
And I feel like the stuff that we're saying is not like it's groundbreaking. No. I feel like it's definitely stuff that we've heard before. But again, it comes with like the time and the experiences and the challenges that we've gone through, that it's like hitting home.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what? These simple sayings, wow.
They're so simple. The cliches aren't cliches, guys. They're fundamental life principles.
Because life is so short. Like, it is
short.
so
Blink of an eye.
Short, and things can change, and anything can happen. You could still be here, and just your whole life could look completely different. Like praise God for good health. Everybody, we're able and capable to like live the life and be who we are mentally, and that has not changed. So I'm just really grateful for that. But life is so short not to give it your all, give yourself your all, give what you're called to do your all. And I don't know. I'm just hoping that in this time moving forward, that I can do my part in that regard. Is like, I'm really focused on just like bringing in people who I love, who love me, and just fostering love and inspiration. Like, that's the only vibe that I'm on right now, is like pulling people together who I care about, who has seen me through, and I'm willing to do the same for them, because these streets are cold. Things happen in the blink of an eye, and we don't have enough time to be do-dallying and lollygagging and doing things that are not good for us. It's so simple. Like,
it's not easy.
We out here just
simple things, but not easy.
It's not easy. Dang, it's simple but not easy.
Just like going to the gym. We know what we're supposed to do. It's very simple. Eat well, work out. It could be Zumba. It could be lifting weights. It could be cardio. Stay consistent, and you'll see results. But it's not easy.
It ain't easy.
There was this phrase. It was like, eat less, move more, stress less, love more. And it's like, that's just
simple.
Life. That is life.
It's simple.
I just hope that God continues to make me healthy and wealthy, so I'm able to also to serve others, honestly.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's like, it doesn't even take much, but imagine like some kind gestures, a smile in itself. It's like a beautiful thing, and I feel like it can light up someone's day. Literally at work, there was this guy, he was in a suit. He was walking around, and I said, "Hey, good morning," and he gave me this like this hospital buck. I don't know. It's like kind of like a raffle, and you can submit next week. But it was like for the first I I think from February 12th to 15th, they were just doing like acts of kindness. Like if you smile at someone, blah, 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 you get this buck, and then you submit it, and then so I got that just because I said good morning to him. He's like, you know what? Thank you so much.
Here's the book.
And I'm gonna see what the prize is.
That's so nice.
Tune in whenever we record next, but
Yeah.
it really doesn't take much, and it can really light up someone's life with just like a simple thing. Like the other day, well, actually not the other day. This was I don't know if you guys knew this. When we were in Poconos, when we were skiing,
What?
we were at Walmart. We got groceries.
Yeah.
The person in front of me didn't have enough money, so I paid for her.
Oh my
And this is what we talking about.
And it's just
We
like
love
stuff
her.
like that. Like she was like so happy. Obviously, I feel like she was like embarrassed. Obviously, like not obviously, but like slightly embarrassed. But she was so grateful. And it's like it wasn't even that much. It was like $20. And it's like being able to do stuff like that. But it's also like don't do kind things just to boast about it.
Oh, child, exactly.
Do it in silence, and then see how the rewards will come in other ways. So.
And just do it out of the genuine, like, yeah, love that, Miriam. But yeah, all in all, the whole purpose of this podcast is to really just, I need y'all to wake up. I'm sorry. I need the listeners to wake up. Who you're called to be is more than enough. Try God. He will not fail you. And you will see that who you are called to be is more than enough. You do not need to be the TikTok girlies. You do not need to be the Instagram girlies, because I guarantee you, 98% of them are trying to be the other TikTok and Instagram girlies.
Please.
So
that's not even them.
That's not even them. And like literally when you see people succeed, is like, I mean, obviously there are immoral ways people can succeed. But when you see a genuine light, like someone that I like to refer to that I feel like has a genuine light is Tabitha Brown. When I see her genuine light, and like she just seems like she's just trying to, or started off just trying to like make people's day. Just bring her light out to the community. And again, we don't idolize people on this end. As in, when I say we, as in me, I'm sure these girlies can agree. But like, I admire it. No human on this earth is perfect. But when you see somebody doing well, like you give them their flowers. If a scandal comes out later, that's between them and God. But
I'm weak. I am weak.
Literally, because you know they like to crucify if you say somebody's name and then but you were hey,
Girl, back up. Back up.
But yes, the whole purpose is really to encourage, because child, I had a trying week last week, and I really feel like that's what helped ignite this desire to talk about this, because life will life and really try and get you to tap into the vices, tap into the comparison, don't let life get you, okay? And that's the purpose of this message, this podcast, is to really get people to understand that who they are is enough, and just to tap into investing in yourself, investing in other people, and making an impact in that capacity. So, yes.
Absolutely, Abby. It's like a character check, everyone. Little pulse check, little character check. Who are you when the camera stops? Who are you when the mic's off? Who are you behind closed doors? Who are you when you're alone? What is the saying? Like, your character is who you are when no one's looking, or something like that. And maybe just as a refresh, we're throwing out the oldies but goodies, a refresh for us all. Like, you are so much more than like the perception of who you are. At your job, with your friends, online, you are just so much more than how you are perceived by others. And while there are benefits to, putting yourself out there and that being a thing, like professional wise and media wise, your brand, whatever, you are so much more than that. And it's really hard when you are navigating life and not being true to that. So, like I said, I'm with the love vibes. I'm ready to give back in that regard. You know, starting with the at least for me personally, the Valentine's Day I thought was like, oh, thank you, was kind of like a first step for me to the first step to be able to give back to other people who are around me and foster those feelings and those connections. So for me, moving forward, there will be more of that from me. And I just hope and pray that I'm doing it for the right reasons and can attract the right people. And that's that on that. Mm-hmm. Life is too short not to be creating memories. That's what it was. I like sit and think to myself sometimes, I'm like, damn, life is flashing by so fast. Like, people are here and gone. And I sit and I think, like, what was worth remembering? Was it the anxiety about the jobs or things I haven't done or comparing myself to all these other people? You sit back and you're like, damn, that's what I wasted my memory on. That's what I wasted my energy on. That's what I wasted all this time on. Like, no, I am not going to give any more seconds to worry and anxiety when I could be giving all of that time and energy to love and inspiration and light and growth and the people around me. Mm-hmm. And that's where I'm at with this. Mm-hmm. That's what it means to me. And hopefully I can leave that. That's something I can leave this earth with. A little bit of connection, a little bit of love, a little bit of light, a little bit of me. Mm-hmm. That's that on that. That's my legacy.
Okay. We're doing last thoughts.
Yeah.
Well, I hope the listeners who are listening,
thank you,
are able to take this moment and feel gratitude for what they have in their life and not what they are like continually to seek. Just like take this moment and be just grateful. Like for me, I have eyes, I have ears, my hands are capable, I'm neuro-capable, I'm able to work. There are people who are like literally bedridden. So just like taking this moment to feel gratitude. And also I think there's this whole thing about like people being afraid to get older. However, I'm grateful that I am getting older because people are dying young. So, you know, just taking this moment, being present, being grateful for what you have. And yeah, just moving forward, just be kind. Everything that we're saying is not new. However, sometimes you just need it to be reiterated just to bring it back. So hopefully this podcast was like a good reset, refresher, and a good moment to kind of just like figure out how you want to like move forward from here. Yeah.
Exactly that.
It's our Q1 pulse check, everybody.
Pulse check.
Hey, dang. February's almost over.
Yeah, it came and went.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are y'all grateful for?
I'm grateful for God's hand in my life from when I was struggling mentally, physically, emotionally. Now I have peace. I have joy. I'm living in past prayers, all because of Jesus. So I'm grateful for that.
I am grateful just for where I am right now, that what I was worried and struggling with not too long ago is a memory. That it is literally behind me and that I am past it and I was able to move forward and in front of it. Like, I'm so grateful that I'm just in a better place. Mentally, spiritually, financially. Life is good. I mean, Q Drake. Ooh. Life is good.
Miriam.
What are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for the memories I'm making with my parents in my adulthood. And I know that,
Ooh, I love that.
I can't say the same for like everyone else because I don't know, I'm just like, there's ups and downs, there's irritations and all sorts of stuff. But I'm also like grateful for the bonding that I'm getting with them at my age now than versus like when I was younger. And yeah, just trying to cherish these moments because it's so fleeting. It's like I'm getting older, but they are as well, you know? So.
Okay. I'm grateful for you guys. I'm serious.
I know. I tried not to laugh because you were reaching for that button. I love that.
Because it's just
I love today's conversation.
Yeah.
This was a good.
It was a big one.
Thanks, guys.
I liked it.
Thanks, Abby.
It's because it's real life. It's real life.
It's real.
Yeah, I just feel like I know we want to laugh all the time, but like sometimes it really is that deep, and God really put it on my heart for us to remind people to really wake up, tap in, because life is fleeting. And you don't want to leave this earth regretting that you did not serve other people, see people suffering, see people hungry. Like people, it could be people, your cousin, and you decided not to help them out because they did something out of spite the other day or did something, whatever. Like, there's more to life, more to this life. Like, you can help people out of their suffering, basically. So, yeah.
Be who you are.
Be who you are.
Oh, you're brave. Be a light. Do your thing. Because it takes some confidence. So do your thing. Know that we got you. Nobody got you like we got you. Mm-hmm. If you have one fan, it's all of us.
You got three. There you go. 3 fans.
Boom, boom,
You got
boom.
3.
You got 3 fans.
Period.
So if you're doing some, if you're going through some, if you've reached the other side of some, if this resonates with you, please let us know.
Yeah, I was
Please
getting
let
ready
us
to
know.
say, please like message us if you need words of encouragement, support. This platform is really to serve a community above all things. So if you need somebody to talk to, if anything, well, I don't want to put that on y'all, but I'm more than open to help anybody. in
You
need.
got all of us.
You got all of us.
You got all of us.
I knew I wanted to say that, but I didn't want anybody to feel committed or obligated.
No, you got all of us. You
DM
got all of
us
us.
at
Yeah.
20-somethings.
Yes, DM us, email us. I always put the link to our contact information in the descriptions of the podcast. So, yeah.
Y'all know what to do. We on the IG, on YouTube sometimes. And podcast drop every other week. So
Yes. Thank you for those who have been faithful in listening. We really, really appreciate y'all. We're trying out here. So, yeah.
love you guys. Do your thing. What do we tell you?
Yo.
Live, laugh, love.
You got this. Whatever you're going, you got it.
You got it.
Keep going.
Know that you got it. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.